The following is a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports.
Elliott Birch will turn with it with 12. At the blue line, walking in, Reese with a shot off the goal post. They try and stuff it in, they score! It is tied at
2. It's time for the 2025 State Hockey Tournament presented by Kubota on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by AGE, Papa Murphy's, AirTech, Hepper's Sports Center, Beck Motors, Xander Auto Parts, May Adam, and Lake Area Tech.
Pesca will pick it up. She'll turn, that centering pass, they score! Aniston Murray makes it 3-0.
And by Whale Construction, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Weatherall Roofing, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, and Pelican Power Sports.
As it's played back here to the near side, there's a shot, they score! A power play goal! Riley Hepper makes it 1-0.
And by Wagner Auto, the Hockey Headquarters, the Field House, Ferding Electric, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, and the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association.
7 seconds to go. It is moving up. Aberdeen, they know they're going to win the hockey game. 1-0 is the final score. Aberdeen, the 2024 state champions.
And now to the Kubota booth for the call of the game. Here's John Winkler and Jim Lloyd.
It is the final game of the day. The Watertown Lakers and the Sioux Falls Flyers. Number 1 versus number 8. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd, as this is the biggest discrepancy in seeds that we will see in this tournament. The closeout first round. But Jim, obviously you've watched this Watertown team a lot this year. How can they pull off this upset tonight over the Sioux Falls Flyers?
You got to figure out a way to be there at the end. And it's an old cliche, but it's one of those things where it's kind of the miracle on ice thing. You know, we can play these guys 10 times, and they're going to beat us 9. And this is the one that you hope is that one game. And that's really for the Watertown Lakers. That's what you have to do. You got to think about this. This is the one game. Although early in the year, back on, where was it, John? It was on the 27th of December, right after Christmas. We lost 3-1 to this team.
Yeah, that's not a lot of 8 seeds are losing to a number 1 seed 3-1.
Right. And then there was a 10-0 game, which was Sioux Falls' biggest win of the year. And then we lost to them 5-2 with an open net goal. So it was, we're not as far apart as what you think we could be, being an 8 seed versus a 1 seed. The records are 2-17-1 and 21-0, as you know, with the Sioux Falls Flyers. The Sioux Falls Flyers are a force, as you know, throughout this whole year. But the Watertown Lakers have not played up to their potential the way I see it. And there's times when I've seen this Laker team play as good as anybody in this league.
When you look at the schedule for Sioux Falls, they had 2 overtime wins against Brookings, a 3-1 win against Brookings, and then that 3-1 win against Watertown. Nobody else was within 2 goals at any point in the final score other than those 3 games against Brookings and the 1 against Watertown.
Yeah.
So this is, if it's going to happen, Watertown has to have some. I mean, every 8 seed has to have some confidence to come into the state tournament and have an opportunity to try and get a win. But there's got to be a lot more confidence for this Watertown team than maybe other teams, other 8 seeds have going into that number 1 seed. But on top of all that, Sioux Falls is undefeated for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether they're destroying everybody or winning games, they find a way to win in every single game that they have played so far this season.
Yeah, and they're definitely a force. When you go 21-0 in this league, it does mean something, and you're just getting it done. No matter what some of the margins are, how they scored, you're still getting the win, you're still getting it done, and that's what the Sioux Falls team does. They do get it done. They score goals. They've got a very balanced scoring. If you look at their score sheet, Reagan Pesca has 16 and Emma Honor with 22. But other than that, it's 8, 9, it's 13. I mean, it's very balanced all the way down. The other thing you see on their lineup, all but one person, John, has scored goals.
Yeah,
everybody has.
Everybody scores a goal on this Sioux Falls team. Whether it's one, whether it's multiple, everybody scores a goal.
Yeah, and the depth. You know, you look at their top 3 lines. You can interchange those 3 lines. There's not a 1 line, there's not a 2 line or a 3 line. You interchange them probably as you need them, and that's the advantage of having numbers in a bigger town like Sioux Falls. That's the advantage. You have numbers.
Harper Hendricks, 24 goals for the Watertown Lakers. She's the highest goal-scoring player in this game. The difference, I think, in this game is going to be someone that isn't Harper Hendricks for Watertown that's got to be able to score. You know, Janelle Lloyd's got 9 goals. Emma Schleissner's got 3. Somebody's going to find ways to get goals. Harper Hendricks can score, and she probably needs to score to win this game, but somebody else is going to have to score with Harper Hendricks for the Watertown Lakers to get a win. Right,
and you look at Hendricks and Lloyd, those two are a pretty good combo, and then you throw an Emma Schleissner into that mix, who has become a very good hockey player for the Watertown Lakers. And she did some double duty this year also with U14, believe it or not. She is old enough to play U14 this year, and when you see her play, you won't notice that. She looks like a veteran player. She really does.
This earlier today, it was the White Capitals beating the Sioux Center Storm 3-1. That was the first game of the day. Brookings won 3-1 over Rushmore. Then a 3-2 win for Aberdeen over Mitchell. So the higher seeds have all won, but they've all scored 3 goals in their wins. So it's 3 goals has been the magic number to advance to the second round. If it's Watertown, I don't know if 3 goals is the magic number. Maybe Sioux Falls can score 3 and end up getting the win. I think Watertown's going to have 4 or more to try and beat Sioux Falls today.
Well, and you're going to have to, if you're Watertown Lakers, you're going to have to stay close to Sioux Falls and try to be there in the end. You're going to need some really good goal play because, as you know, Sioux Falls, they can put it in the net. You're going to need some good goalie play.
We have 1 commercial break to get to you. We will return with our lineups, the rosters, and lineups all coming up here for our final game of day number 1. The Watertown Lakers and the Sioux Falls Flyers coming up from the Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door, designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Verting Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Verting Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Verting Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Verting Electric, 224-8684.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the State Varsity Hockey Tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
Papa Murphy's Pier makes fresh, delicious pizza exactly when you need it. And so do you when you bake that pizza to perfection at home in your oven. That is, after Papa Murphy's takes care of hand making the dough, hand chopping the toppings, and hand shredding the cheese to make your pizza just the way you like it. So really, you make the pizza together with Papa Murphy's, but you get all the delicious pizza to yourself. Papa Murphy's. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
We are closing in on the starts of our final game here between the Watertown Lakers and the Sioux Falls Flyers, the number 1 versus number 8 seed. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd as we get set for our final game here this evening. And Jim, we've seen 3 really good games, and we'll see if the 8 seed's got what it takes. Be a monumental upset to be undefeated and not win that first round. A monumental upset for the Watertown Lakers, but I think the Lakers feel good going into this game. Get the right game plan, get the right opportunities. They feel like they can go after the Sioux Falls team.
I think the girls do have the right mindset. You know, if they can put it into actual action, that's yet to be seen, of course. But I think the Lakers are in a good mindset. You know, they're not supposed to win.
Yeah,
they're not supposed to win. They're just supposed to play hockey.
Yeah, you're playing with the house's money, trying to win this hockey game. If you go out and lose 7-0, nobody was expecting you to lose 2-1.
That's right.
You know, nobody was expecting you to win this hockey game, so you have zero expectations to worry about, where the pressure is going to be on the Sioux Falls Flyers. They're undefeated coming into this tournament. The pressure is on them because they're expected to win this state tournament, but they've got to do it in this first game against the Watertown Lakers.
Yeah, this game is a little bit like the Brookings Ranger and Rushmore Thunder game also. You know, the Rushmore Thunder weren't supposed to win the game, try to keep it close, and that's what you do. You know, if you can get to 0-0 like they did in the first period, you just have to start feeling pretty good about it. And with the girls this age, of course, it's all about confidence. You need to play with confidence, and don't let the little things bother you. Just go out and play and have a little fun.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is especially for a team that's the 8 seed. Go have some fun, and good things can happen to you really quick if you're playing loose and with some confidence as the Watertown Lakers make their way onto the ice. This is the final game. Our day starts at 1 o'clock again tomorrow. It'll be Sioux Center and Rushmore. The Mitchell Marlins will play at 3:30 against the loser of this game. And then at 6 o'clock, it'll be the Capitals and Brookings Rangers in the first semifinal. And the second one will be either the Mitchell or the Watertown Lakers or the Sioux Falls Flyers against the Aberdeen Cougars. We'll send things over to Randy Preston for the introduction of our lineups.
For tonight's quarterfinal game of the girls varsity hockey tournament, with the visiting seed, the 8th seed, Watertown Lakers. Taking on the home team on the scoreboard, the first seed, the Sioux Falls Flyers. Let's meet the players for both teams. First, for the Lakers, a Sanderson Academic Award winner, senior defense from Watertown High School. Number 3, Meg Sunday. Another Sanderson Academic Award winner, senior forward attending Watertown High School. Number 8, Jada Jenkins. Sophomore forward attending Watertown High School. Number 9, Audrey Idy. Freshman defender attending Great Plains Lutheran, number 15, Lily Murray. And 8th grader, forward attending Watertown Middle Schooler, number 19, Gracelyn Webb. Sophomore forward at Watertown High School, number 20, Molly Schmeling. And 8th grader at Watertown Middle School, forward number 23, Piper Kruger. Freshman goaltender at Great Plains Lutheran, number 25, Nyla Vanelli. Freshman defender at Watertown High School, number 28, Alyssa Matthews. A 7th grade defender attending Watertown Middle School, number 29, Sloan Allard. freshman forward at Watertown High School, number 44, Emma Schleissner. And now the starters. A second team All-State sophomore forward from Watertown High School, number 4, Parker Henry. A Sanderson Academic Award winner, senior forward at attending Watertown High School, number 12, Jenna Lloyd. Another Sanderson Academic Award winner, senior forward at Watertown High School, number 14, Rachel Scott. A Sanderson Academic Award winner, senior forward at Watertown High School, number 16, Kayla Randall. A freshman defender from Watertown High School, number 27, McKenna Knott. And in goal, a junior attending Great Plains Lutheran, number 24, Kyra Recchi. Coaches for the Lakers are Kurt Krenz, Brandon Henman, and Caitlin Kunkel. And now for the top seed, Sioux Falls Flyers. Freshman forward attending T Area High School, number 2, Alyssa Van Hooven. And 8th grade defender attending O'Gorman High School, number 3, Lily Gora. Junior forward attending Del Rapids High School, number 15, Alexandria Waltzman. A sophomore forward attending Brandon Valley High School, number 16, Aniston Burley. A senior forward attending Brandon Valley High School, number 17, Faith Van Voort. A senior forward attending T Area High School, number 19, Adriana Clark. Sophomore forward attending Harrisburg High School, number 21, Juliana Chan. A junior forward attending Roosevelt High School, number 22, Lily Knudsen. Freshman defender also attending Roosevelt High School, number 26, Callie Peterson. A 7th grade defender at Harrisburg East Middle School, number 27, Neely Meyer. Senior forward attending Roosevelt High School, number 28, Jalissa Weber. Sophomore goaltender at Love to Learn for Life Academy, number 30, Mariah Lincoln. A 7th grade defender from Sioux Falls Lutheran, number 37, Isabella Livingston. Freshman forward attending Harrisburg High School, number 61, Scarlett Black. A sophomore forward and a first team All-Stater attending Dakota Valley High School, number 73, Emma Curry. And now the starters. 7th grade forward attending O'Gorman Junior High, number 7, Lucy Nelson. First team All-State junior defender from Brandon Valley High School, number 14, Rebecca Harris. A junior forward at Harrisburg High School, number 34, Reagan Pesca. Freshman defender attending Jefferson High School, number 55, Brianna Marvisi. 8th grade forward attending O'Gorman Junior High, number 92, Hallie Watson. And in goal for the Flyers, a junior attending Harrisburg High School, number 10, Marissa Rennie. Coaches for the Flyers are Brady Kinney, Wayne Pesca, Mike Gallagher, and Kiana Kittleson. Your officials for tonight's game, as assigned by South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association, are as follows. Referees are Brad Shutt and Justin Ballas. Your off-ice officials are members of the USHL off-ice officials for the Sioux Falls Stampede. Who's ready for some hockey tonight?
We're ready to go from the Shields Iceplex, as it is the Watertown Lakers and the Sioux Falls Flyers in the 1-8 matchup. Final game of day one of the 2025 Girls State Hockey Tournament. Jim Lloyd has the call.
Well, welcome once again to the fourth game of today's varsity girls tournament here from the Shields Iceplex in Watertown, not in Watertown. That's a slip.
Well, Watertown's looking to try and make it their hometown right now.
We're in Watertown next week.
Yeah,
in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's girls varsity state tournament action. I just want to say Rachel Scott was announced as one of the starters for the Watertown Lakers. She is actually skating with a broken foot, so if you saw her come up to the line not skating very well, she was announced, and then she will be on the sideline. But a lot of courage as Rachel Scott is trying to heal up from a broken foot. She's been kind of a mainstay.
She's going to get one shift.
She's going to come out and get a shift. So Rachel Scott, she's on the farthest dot, and we are ready to face off. It's Lloyd and Pesca.
As she immediately came off the ice to get that one shift on the senior.
She started the game as a senior. This puck ends up out into the neutral zone and pushed forward to the Sioux Falls blue line. Harper Hendricks turns it up to the red line, and regrouping is the Sioux Falls Flyers as they regroup in their defensive zone. Out to the neutral zone, and this is Sunday. Sunday tried to push it along. Coming up the other way is the Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Harris, Rebecca Harris, bringing it in. Kira Reppy in the net for the Watertown Lakers. This one goes just outside the blue paint. Offensive zone as Harper Hendricks tries to turn this one around in back of her own goalie. We have a Sioux Falls Flyer crashed into the net, and we do get a whistle. I don't know if they thought maybe the net was off, or they're going to at least check the net anyway.
That's the first time that we've had the whistle go for a net being dislodged all day today.
And she hit that pretty hard, and it still didn't move very much.
No, there wasn't much to it to put it back in place.
And Emma Schleicher is going to step in against Emma Honner. Emma Honner, 22 goals for the Sioux Falls Flyers, and this face-off is won by the Watertown Lakers. This is up to Gracelyn Webb. She can't find it at her feet, trying to push it up out of the zone and do the has Schleicher. Schleicher's going to carry it in. Gets taken off her stick by Pedersen. Puck in front, a loose puck in front. Watertown Lakers can't get it pushed, and Gracelyn Webb gets the last touch on that one. And we have probably a shot on goal. They are going to mark it down as Marissa Reddy is stoppage of play. We're just barely in, 15:49. It's the fourth game of 11 this weekend. Emma Schleicher on an offensive faceoff for the Watertown Lakers, and this comes out into the neutral zone. We're going to race it down, going down in a hurry for that puck. There's the Sioux Falls Flyers puck down in the corner. Sioux Falls Flyers on a backhand start to push it towards the net. Lakers out wide into the corner. Puck down deep in that offensive zone for the Flyers as Schleicher picks it up in front of her own goalie. She's going to backhand it up along the boards and push back in by Sioux Falls Flyers. Defenders for the Watertown Lakers. This comes out to Lloyd. Lloyd taps it up into the neutral zone, gets pinched off right in front of her own net. The Sioux Falls Flyers up through the neutral zone. That tried to get a touch. Well, that was Knutson, Lily Knutson. Lily Knutson looking for a pass, threw it off of a skate of one of her teammates, and this puck goes back as Lloyd backhands it away from her own defender, Harper Hendricks. She's going to circle her own goalie, going to get going with speed. She's going to bounce it off to herself, so as she's done all year. Harper Hendricks pushes it towards the goal, and Reddy has the glove.
The speed of Harper Hendricks can really change a game, or change the dynamic of where the puck's going up and down the ice. She can really speed past a lot of players.
When Harper Hendricks is one of those girls that doesn't seem to get tired. She can play shift after shift after shift, and she's always playing the same speed.
She's going to need that today, too.
This faceoff goes to Watson. Haley Watson, she's number 92. She's going to push it towards the goal. That's sticked away by Kira Reppy. Kira Reppy wears the black pads. Our two goalies for the Watertown Lakers are hard to tell apart. You just take a look at their pads. It is about the only way you can tell them apart, as the puck is down on the far side. It wraps around Kira Reppy. Sioux Falls Flyers trying to get something going in the offensive zone. This one is held in momentarily. We got a loose stick here. Hockey headquarters going to fix you up when you lose or break your stick. Kayla Randall on the far corner looking for a centering pass. Lloyd tries to push it along. She can't keep it on her stick. There's a little give and go as the Sioux Falls Flyers. There's a shot. It goes up and over the top. Kira Reppy had the first one. The second one went up over the top of her head. And it's held in. Once again, deep in the corner. And this is Kayla Randall. Kayla Randall's able to clear the puck momentarily back over to the Sioux Falls Flyers. Quickly into the offensive zone is Adriana Clark. Adriana Clark puts one on. Kira Reppy with a pad save out to her right side. Far side, Watertown Lakers trying to tap it out. This is Meg Zunde. Meg Zunde can't get it up and out of the zone. Loose puck in front, just inside the blue line. Sioux Falls Flyers walk that one in. Walking that one in was Gora. And the Sioux Falls Flyers dump it down deep into that far corner. Puck tied up with Zunde in back of the Watertown Lakers net. The puck's not moving. Coach Kranz, you can tell him he wants to get it moving. We have a loose puck down there. Everybody's leaning. Now it does come on out. And it comes out to the far side for the Watertown Lakers. Just struggling to get it up out of the defensive zone right now. Down in the far corner, over to Zunde. Zunde turns it around, trying to get it up to Hendricks. Puck intercepted before it gets to Hendricks. Hendricks with a good battle. She's going to get it on her stick and going to go back around her own goalie. Bounce it all the way back. She's looking over on the far side to Allard. Allard can't pick it off the board. She's going to give it one more try now to Hendricks. Hendricks going to get out in a little space, and she's going to fling it down. And probably should have crossed the red line before she flung it down, as Harper Hendricks is going to cause the icing penalty.
And Kira Reppy had a great save, although she was not in the right position. She was facing the glass in the corner and made a right pad save, but then that second shot went over. You don't got to make everything look pretty. You just got to stop the pucks.
It just has to be effective.
It is surviving and advancing throughout this entire game.
As the Sioux Falls Flyers put a nice shot on. That shot went on by the Sioux Falls Flyers. I think that was Pesca, as this puck caroms down into the near corner. Sioux Falls maybe looking for a little give and go, although they can't get it off the boards in the near corner. Now Sioux Falls comes out with a centering pass. Schleissner's there to put a little pressure on. Pesca couldn't get much of it. And Kira Reppy with a pad save, far side Allard. Allard gets pinched in the corner. Down on that far side, that was Lucy Nelson. I remember Lucy Nelson when she was 50 pounds playing for the Sioux Falls Flyers, and John does too. She was one of the smallest players we had, and she's getting all grown up with a centering pass from Nelson, and can't get that one in as Allard pinches the far corner, and here's a shot that goes up and over the top of Kira Reppy, and the Sioux Falls Flyers strike first at 11:29.
Brianna Marvici, who had one goal all season, gets the first one of the day for the Sioux Falls Flyers.
That's Marvici, as she found the puck right in front, walked it on over, and found the over-the-top shoulder of Kira Reppy.
Unassisted goal from Marvici.
So Sioux Falls strikes first in this fourth game. Face off as Lloyd takes it back in her defensive zone. She's going to push it back around. She's going to get it up to Hendricks. She's going to keep on moving. Hendricks can't quite get it off the boards. Hendricks going to have to recircle. Going back over on the near side is Lloyd. She's going to try to pitchfork it out on a backhand. That one is turned over in the zone. This is Watertown Lakers playing defense as they have much of this period. We're at the 10:57 mark in this first period of the fourth game of the day, as this one gets blocked away in traffic and is going to go up into the screen, and two players go down hard as they get up after that shot. Two players had a little collision there, and the Lakers are going to get some changes. They're going to change out their forwards. Sioux Falls looks like they're going to change everybody.
This has to be here for the Sioux Falls, or for the Watertown Lakers. You can't let this game get to 2-0. It's got to stay 1-0 or get that tying goal at some point in this first period if you're Watertown.
Yep, you have to keep it close if you're the Watertown Lakers, as Schleissner picks up the puck in back of her own goalie. They get tangled up in the near corner. Off to my right-hand side, I have the same view as the camera. Looking for a centering pass as the Sioux Falls Flyers. Chasing over to the far corner The Flyers pinned over against the wall. This is Zunde looking for a little help over on the far side as the Sioux Falls Flyers hold the offensive zone, push it in deep. Carrying that puck around. This is Lily Knutson in back, looking for a centering pass. Maybe broke up in traffic. This is Allard. Allard up to Graceland Webb. Graceland Webb can't keep it on her stick in the red line as the Flyers dump it in deep. Flyers with a little dump and chase here. The only one chasing for the Flyers. Just one person as Schleissner tries to get it out to the boards. Holding the zone. Just a minute for a moment is the Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers on the red line, going to dump it in deep. And this is Nuff. Nuff's going to chase down into the near corner, circle this one around all the way to the far side, tried to get it to Allard. Allard now picks it up off the board. She's looking for Lloyd in the neutral zone and went just a little bit far. Lloyd chases down in the near corner as Sioux Falls slaps it up out of the defensive zone. Turned around was Watson. Coming up the other way, Pesca up to Nelson. Nelson going to get pinched off in the corner. Nice job over there by the Lakers. That was Matthews. This puck in front, point blank. And it's an errant puck in front. And the Sioux Falls Flyers make this a 2-0 game at the 9:18 mark in this first period. And
Allie Watson.
It is going to be Haley Watson. And that's a loose puck in front. Watertown Lakers unable to clear that one out.
And it just popped right in front, and Reppy was kind of in that no man's land where she could maybe dive for it and not get it, or stay back and wait for it, and it turned out to be in the tough spot for Reppy as Reagan Pesca also gets the assist.
Lloyd and Hunter are going to face off. It is won by the Sioux Falls, however, that goes down deep for an icing call, and we're going to go down to the other end. An offensive face-off coming here for the Watertown Lakers. It's a 2-0 game. We're at the 9:09 mark in this first period. It's our fourth game today in this girls varsity state tournament. The Shields Iceplex, they always treat John and I and everybody else pretty well here. We've done quite a few tournaments in this building.
Just it seems like once every year that we're doing at least either a boys or girls tournament here.
Yep.
Other than last year. Every year but last year.
Every year but last year. As this puck is held in by Kayla Randall just for the moment. As it's chipped up through the neutral zone by the Lakers. Now it comes back down deep in the zone where Sioux Falls has spent most of their time in their offensive zone. This puck is pinched down as Harper Hendricks goes down hard as she tries to get it up out of the defensive zone, doing a nice job of puck protection. There's Harper Hendricks as Lily Murray behind her own goalie is trying to get it up out of there. Lloyd was there to help, and Harper Hendricks chases into the near corner. Harper Hendricks going to come up in front of her own goalie, going to get going with speed. She's going to dance around one of the defenders of Sioux Falls Flyers, goes in. Now we're 2-on-1 with Lloyd and Hendricks gets taken off the puck, and Hendricks is going to get called for that one. And it's probably going to be a roughing call at 8:06, and it is.
Yeah, Hendricks was trying to somewhat reverse it without actually hitting the Sioux Falls player, but she had too much momentum and then leading too far into it, took the girl down in a rough check. Either way, it was going to be a penalty against Harper Hendricks.
Harper Hendricks, she's aggressive, and she does get some penalties throughout the year because she is very aggressive, and that's just the way it goes with her. That's the kind of player she is. We're going to have an offensive face-off here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. And if you're the Watertown Lakers, you don't need a power play. Pelican Power Sports power play, and they score right away at the 7:58 mark. 7:58, the Sioux Falls Flyers do a Pelican Power Sports power play goal. We're just seconds in. Just mere 8 seconds into that penalty.
And Emma Honor gets her 23rd of the year, 22 in the regular season, gets her first one here in the postseason. Make that Faith Van Voorst got the goal.
Oh, it's Faith Van Voorst. We'll get it right. So Faith Van Voorst.
Rebecca Harris and Adriana Clark with the 2 assists on that power play goal for Sioux Falls.
Harrison Clark, as play continues, Watertown Lakers trying to get up out of the zone. Trying to get up to Graceland Webb, and it bounces off. It's not going to go far enough for an icing. And chasing back is Marvucci. Sioux Falls Flyers working deep in their defensive zone. Now get it up to the blue line, and it's Petska. Petska's going to come in one-on-one, and she's going to take a shot. Nice play there by the Lakers. That was McKenna Knopf as she picked it off the stick. Trying to get up to Graceland Webb, get it up out of the defensive zone, as the Lakers are content to chip it out as Schleissner chips it down to the far end. And that puck was mishandled by Marissa Reddy, and everybody in the building held their breath as she mishandled that one. The Lakers slap it up into the neutral zone.
Too many women on the ice for Watertown. They had 6 on the ice, and they're all outside the bench.
There's too many on the ice, and the Lakers are going to have a bench penalty. At the 6:53 mark, it's too many people on the ice. Too many girls on the ice. I'm not sure who's going to sit that for the Watertown Lakers.
Yeah, put the number up there. Didn't see who it was.
I didn't see it either.
Yeah, it went from the bench.
It's a Pelican Power Sports power play, and sitting that penalty is going to be Audrey Eide.
So this is very danger zone here for the Watertown Lakers, down 3-0, and another power play here for the Sioux Falls Flyers.
8 seconds on the last power play for the Sioux Falls Flyers when they scored. It's a Pelican Power Sports power play as the Sioux Falls Flyers set up in the offensive zone just inside the blue line. Pressure there by Hendricks and Lloyd at the point. It's an aggressive power kill for the Lakers, and this shot goes up and over, probably tipped by Murray's stick. And the Lakers are able to clear it down. Hendricks is going to chase all the way down to the far end, and she gets there before everybody else, which she does, and gets the puck taken off her stick as the Sioux Falls Flyers up through the neutral zone on this power play opportunity. Held up just for a moment there by the Watertown Lakers. That was Knopf. As the Lakers are going to take a shot. We'll get that one right. Van Voorst took a shot, and the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to score another goal. It's a power play goal. As Van Voorst took the first one, and she's going to get the assist.
Lucy Nelson will get the goal. She had 8 in the
Lucy
regular
Nelson
season.
Gets the power play goal. So 2 power play goals for the Sioux Falls Flyers. And if you're the Lakers, you got to stay out of the box because that power play of the Sioux Falls Flyers is pretty good. Emma Schleissner is going to step into the center dot. She's going to face off with Van Voorst. As Lucy Nelson gets the 4th goal of the game here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. It's a 4-goal period thus far in this first period for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They're looking like 21-0 to me, as you give them just a little bit and they take a lot. This puck goes across the neutral zone, as picked up by the Sioux Falls Flyers, as Allard is chasing the defensive zone. Schleissner's going to push it in deep. Thought maybe it was an offsides, but it's not. This one is handed back over to the defense of the Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers, this is Marici off the poles. That was off the corner of the net where the Sioux Falls Flyer and Schleissner collides with a Sioux Falls Flyer, and this puck is taken down by the Flyers, and then looking for a give and go. There's a good shot just at a low angle, and that as Meg Zunde goes down in the crease. Sioux Falls Flyers getting pinched in back of the net, and we're going to have another Laker penalty here, and I bet that's going to be a roughing call. It's going to be an interference call for the Watertown Lakers. At the 5-minute mark, the Watertown Lakers having trouble staying out of the box. Going into the box this time for a interference call is McKenna Knopf.
This is very much danger zone right now. And the closing on the wheels falling off for the Watertown Lakers in the first period.
The Sioux Falls Lakers have scored both times that they've had power plays. And here's a give and go right between the wheels. There goes a shot. Rippey. Kira Rippey had a pad save there. Out to the defense for Sioux Falls. Defense back to the defense. Clark mishandles it momentarily. Lloyd gets her hand on it. She's going to backhand it up out of the zone and clears momentarily. Harper Hendricks going to chase. It's going to be a 1-2-2. as Harper Hendricks steals it off the Flyers' stick down on the far end, and Hendricks almost had a short-handed opportunity there as Hendricks finds it at the red line. She's going to kill just a little time. Now she's going to skip it up to Janelle Lloyd. Janelle Lloyd, if she hurries up, she's going to be one-on-one with the goalie. Goes in, turns around, gets taken down as she turns around and tries to make a move. And it's a short-handed opportunity. We're at 1 minute of the power play for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Puck caroms around, back of Kira Reppy, that Watertown Laker goalie. And we're going to once again clear the puck, but not all the way down. As the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to turn it around in their own defensive zone. Schleissner's on the chase. Graceland Webb. Graceland Webb trying to push it deep. We're still at 43 seconds in a Sioux Falls power play as now they get it up to the red line, and a pass goes errantly across the neutral zone. Having to set up is the Sioux Falls Flyers. This puck tries to go up to Van Voorst. She can't get it on her stick as it was a pass that kind of came up on her heels. Now Van Voorst looking for a centering pass. This puck goes wide. Sioux Falls Flyers still on the power play. 21 seconds left as the Lakers clear it down to the far end. Graceland Webb's going to chase for the Watertown Lakers. That's Adriana Clark. And they're trying to steer this one around. Is Aniston Murray. We're at 6 seconds. And much better job on the power kill for the Watertown Lakers as they're going to kill this one off, and we are 5-on-5 hockey. Full strength hockey as this one gets tipped off. Harper Hendricks now going in for the Flyers on a good move there. Nifty little stick work there. That went in by Neely Meyer. And that puck went up and over. Stoppage of play, 2:46 in this first period. It's 4-0 Sioux Falls Flyers. 11 shots on goal and just 1 shot on goal for the Lakers.
Watertown needs something here in the last 2:46. Down by 4, and Sioux Falls is smelling blood in the water.
Yeah, Sioux Falls, you can't give them anything as Kayla Randall hustles down in the offensive zone. Picked up by Hendricks. She overskates it. Can't get it on her stick as Hendricks as Sioux Falls Flyers come back up the other way. This is Scarlett Black on her forehand. Carries it in, pushes it down deep in the offensive zone. Carried over there is McKenna, Knopf, and Zunde. Zunde out to the wing to Hendricks. Trying to break it out of that defensive zone are the Lakers. Hendricks makes a couple moves, and she's going to get going with her legs is Harper Hendricks. Harper Hendricks, she's a leading scorer for the Lakers, and she's going to go in and get a shot flat on the ice. Lloyd was following up, but no rebound as Knopf finds it in the neutral zone. Goes back over to Lily Murray. Lily Murray looking for a pass up into the neutral zone. Sioux Falls Flyers have to check up on an offsides as Lloyd bounces it up to Graceland Webb. Graceland Webb in the neutral zone. Loses the puck off her stick. Sioux Falls Flyers pressure all over the ice for the Flyers as Pesca looks for a pass on the blue line to Nelson. Nelson's going to go in. Stick handles around Knopf. Can't quite keep it on her stick, and this is Schleissner. Schleissner bounces it around in back of her own goalie. Kenna Knopf trying to turn this one around as a loose puck, and Reppy tries to go get it as this one just kind of scoots across the blue line, and Graceland Webb goes down as Pesca falls on top of her. Sioux Falls Flyers going back around that Kira Reppy goalie, and this is Graceland Webb. She's going to go down. If she hustles, she's going to be one-on-one. She throws it between the legs of a Sioux Falls defender and goes wide. Emma Schleissner trying to apply pressure in the defensive zone. We're just barely under 1 minute mark as the Sioux Falls Flyers dump it in deep. It's headed back out, and the Sioux Falls Flyers try to push the zone once again. Offensive zone, this is Hendricks, nifty stick handling, trying to get it up out of the zone. Now she's falling down and does get it out into the neutral zone is Hendricks. Setting back up in the neutral zone is the Sioux Falls Flyers, and goes off the stick there of Allard. Sioux Falls Flyers cross ice in the neutral zone. Sioux Falls Flyers go in with Ashton Murray, and players fall over on the far side as Murray and Knopf go back into the corner. That's Matthews, I'm sorry, for the Watertown Lakers. Puck's pinned up in the far corner, pushing and shoving. Schleissner's there. Pushing and shoving. The puck does come out. Schleissner tries to get her hand on it. She's pinning it again. We're at that 2-second mark, and that's going to do it for this period. It's been the Sioux Falls Flyers the undefeated team in regular season against the 8th seed Watertown Lakers. And we will be back to recap this first period. It's a 4-0 lead for the Sioux Falls Flyers, the number 1 seed in this tournament here at the Shields Iceplex in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We'll be back after a moment, and we will talk about this first period.
Calling all hockey fans to the 2025 Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet. Join us April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center to celebrate this year's class of 25 Hall of Fame inductees and our high school award winners. Single tickets are $65, with reserved tables of 8 for $520 and sponsorship tables for $800. Doors open at 6 o'clock, with the event starting at 7. The Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet Night, Friday, April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Get your ticket and table now.
Winning in hockey takes dedication, skill, and teamwork, just like winning in real estate. Hi, I'm Tara Sunshine with Kathy Sunshine Property, a proud South Dakotan and experienced realtor with over 60 combined years of helping buyers and sellers find success. Whether you're looking for your dream home or ready to sell, we're here to put our expertise to work for you. With a commitment, we'll help you navigate the market with confidence. Let's make your real estate goals a reality. Call us today at 605-224-5588.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Whale Construction, building custom homes, shops, garages, and remodels since 1998. Troy and his team will make your home your dream home. Whale Construction uses reputable subcontractors and products to make your build or remodel your dream come true. Call or message Troy today at 605-380-4473. That's 605-380-4473. Or message him at troy@whaleconstruction.com. Beck Motor Company would like to send a big congratulations to all the high school hockey teams across the state. What an incredible season of hard work, dedication, and unforgettable moments on the ice. Whether you're gearing up for the next season or just need a reliable ride, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. From new vehicles to expert service, we've got you covered so you can focus on the game. Thank you to all the teams for giving us a season to remember. Beck Motor Company is proud to support our athletes every step of the way. Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, serving Central South Dakota for 56 years.
We welcome you back as it is a 4-0 lead at the end of the first period. John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd on the Kubota scoreboard here in the Kubota booth. It is a 4-0 for the Sioux Falls Flyers as the goals in the period. It was Rana Marvici got the first goal of the game with 11:29 to go. Unassisted goal. Then it was Hallie Watson from Reagan Pesca as it is then a 2-0 lead. Faith Van Voorst in the power play made it 3-0 from Harrison Clark. And then it was Lucy Nelson from Van Voorst in the power play with 6:07 to go to make it 4-0. And Jim, this is what, we talk about what it's going to take for an 8 seed to get a win, and you mentioned, kind of miracle on ice type of thing. Yeah. And for Sioux Falls, they're doing exactly what they need to do. They came out here and dominated the first period, and it was going to take a lot and then some more for Watertown to, stay in the hockey game, compete, and try and win the hockey game. But this is why we're seeing Sioux Falls as the number 1 seed going into the state tournament.
Yeah, Sioux Falls doing what they do all year. They play well together, and they're deep. Their lineup is deep. Coach Penny was, playing all 4 lines all the time. And when you look at Watertown, we have 3 lines that we play typically. And that's kind of the thing with Sioux Falls. They have depth and they have speed, and they can play. There's no doubt about it. They're 21-0 for a reason, and they're playing like it.
Yeah, they absolutely are in that first period, 11-2 in shots in favor of Sioux Falls. 3 penalties by the Watertown Lakers. Harper Hendricks got called for a rough. Then there was a too many women on the ice bench minor penalty for Watertown. Then McKenna Knopf got called for an interference with the Sioux Falls Flyers scoring on the first 2 power plays to make it a 4-0 game at the time. And we've kind of turned into the other side of things where now Watertown's trying to survive to see if they can stay in this game to keep it out of run time. And what Sioux Falls has done in this first period is kind of, I don't want to say demoralize the Watertown Lakers, but they really took the wind out of the sails. You know, with 11:29 to go in the first period, that first goal kind of really takes the wind out of the sails because you knew that you kind of had to stay 0-0 for as long as you possibly could.
Well, and you look at 2 power play goals, and the first power play, they did it in like 8 seconds. You can't give a team like Sioux Falls Flyers, you can't give them power plays. You know, you come out and you feel probably that you're a little outmanned to start with, and then you're in the penalty box twice. But that happens. That happens in games like this. You kind of chase the puck a little bit. You kind of chase the speed of the Sioux Falls Flyers, and that's when penalties happen. So for the Watertown Lakers, it's a mountain right now, as you're going to have to get some shots on goal, and that's tough to do. As Sioux Falls Flyers, they pin you in the defensive zone, and they just don't let you shoot on their goalie a whole lot. Marissa Reddy, 2 shots on goal in the first period. And, you're going to have to put it on net more than that.
You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. It is 4-0 on the Kubota scoreboard for Sioux Falls over Watertown. We'll come back with more of the first intermission report coming up after this. You're listening to the state tournament on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big-screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door, designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournament and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
Are you ready for adventure? Then head over to Hepper Sports Center, your authorized dealer serving the Hub City area. Get huge savings, $1,500 cash back on select side-by-sides, or snag a sweet deal with 1.99% financing for 36 months on ATVs and side-by-sides. Don't miss out. Stop in and see Wade and his team at 501 5th Avenue Northwest. Call for your service appointment at 605-225-9279 or email heppers@nbc.net to book your appointment and start your next off-road adventure.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pierre First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
We welcome you back. It is the first intermission report continuing. As we look at the brackets, we've got almost everything filled out for tomorrow. It is the Hawaii Capitals that won earlier the first game of the day, 3-1 over the Sioux Center Storm. Brookings won 3-1 over Rushmore, as the Sioux Center Storm and Rushmore Thunder will play at 1 o'clock tomorrow in that first game. Aberdeen beat Mitchell 3-2. This is the first game that's not going to finish with the winning team scoring 3 goals, as we already have Sioux Falls with 4. But Aberdeen will face the winner of this game. Mitchell will face the loser at 3:30 for that second game. The Capitals and Rangers will start the state semifinals at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and then at 8:30 it is Aberdeen facing the winner of this game, which, of course, right now would be Sioux Falls if that score stands. But it is 3 of those 4 games. We're almost halfway done with this state tournament already.
How can that be? We just got here.
Yeah, we're going to be a third of the way done. Right, here in 2 periods away, we're going to be a third of the way done of the state tournament, which is hard to believe. You prepare all week for it. Well, we've been preparing for these teams have been preparing for the last couple months, but we've been preparing for these tournaments, and as quickly as they start, it's all of a sudden you're going, wait a second here. We're already down to 1 day, and we've only got we don't even have a 4th game on that Saturday. But it is a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, hockey seasons in general go fast. You start out and everybody's kind of gassed up, and the teams are coming together, and then all of a sudden it's Christmas time, and pretty soon you're preparing for the tournament and worried about your seeding in the tournament. The hockey seasons just fly by. As sometimes faster than you want them to, of course.
We've got also the boys state tournament next weekend up in Watertown. We'll have that on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports for all 11 of those games as well. We've got all 11 games of this tournament here, with 3 already in the books, 4th one right now here in the end of the first period. And it's a fast and furious tournament, but our second round is almost set. As you can see the bracket if you're watching on YouTube, you can see the bracket on Capital City Rock Sports here for our day 1. We've got one more commercial break. We'll come back with the second period between the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Watertown Lakers. Back with the second period on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories. AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732. The Field House in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family.
The Field House with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town with a selection of your favorite concession-type food. And who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Field House, 2013 Eastgate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
We're ready to go for the second period as a 4-0 lead for the Sioux Falls Flyers over the Watertown Lakers. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd, and Jim Lloyd's got the call to second.
Watertown Lakers and the Flyers. It's a 4-0 game. It's been all Flyers. Started at 11:29, and the Sioux Falls Flyers at 9:18 scored another one all the way down to 7:58. And 6:07 is when the scoring happened. 2 power play goals for the Flyers. Going into the center circle is Lloyd, and this is kicked back into the Laker defensive zone. This is the period of long ice, John, like we call it. It's when you can get trapped in your defensive zone, and a team like Sioux Falls, they can trap you in the defensive zone as Lloyd carries it into the offensive zone. She's going to push it down deep and carries it around. Harper Hendricks in the far corner. She can't handle it on her stick as Sioux Falls tries to carry it up, and this is Pesca. Pesca's going to get it going with her legs into the neutral zone. Gets to the red line and is going to put a shot right on Reppy as she's covering that one up. 16:25, we're just barely into the second period here at the Shields Iceplex. It's girls varsity state tournament. I'd like to give a shout out to Jada Krikorian, a Concordia player is watching us from Bismarck, North Dakota. Welcome, Jada.
You can watch it from anywhere.
Anywhere in the world is where you can find us. As this puck is down in the far corner, that's Lloyd. Putting pressure on in the near corner. Lloyd's going to try to dig it back as they work in back of their own goalie are the Watertown Lakers. Hendricks can't keep it on her stick. Holding the zone for the Flyers is Lucy Nelson. Trying to get it down deep. Lakers have just a little bit more fire right now as they're putting pressure on the puck. Offensive play, however, continues for the Flyers. As this one comes out to Kayla Randall. And we're going to have a hook. And we're going to get...
I believe it's McKenna Knopf. Yep, that's going to be her second one.
McKenna Knopf, she's got her second one on a hook in this second period. Came in at 15:44. And you're going to put the Sioux Falls Flyers on a dangerous Pelican Power Sports power play.
This is a big power play for the Sioux Falls Flyers, but a big penalty kill for the Watertown Lakers to try and keep this a 4-0 game.
You have to be able to kill a penalty in a game like this, and thus far, the Lakers have not been able to do that. Looking for a give and go as Pesca looked like she was wide open going to the net, and they couldn't get it to her. There goes a shot on, and Reppy gets a stick save as this one comes around to the other side. It's offensive zone play here on a Pelican Power Sports power play. There goes a shot on wide of the rack, and that shot went in from Rigolezo. Sioux Falls Flyers playing their power play, a centering pass. And that pass goes up into the chest of Kira Reppy. That shot went on by Rebecca Harris. Sioux Falls Flyers are gonna switch out their power play group. And coming back with their second power play group, Watertown Lakers are gonna leave it the way it is. Offensive face-off here to the left-hand side of Kira Reppy. Pushed down deep, won by the Lakers in their defensive zone. However, it is held in by Lucy Nelson. Lucy Nelson gonna walk it all the way down to the red line, dumps it off to a teammate in the far corner. Sioux Falls Flyers in this power play working below the red line. As Lucy Nelson, now she looks back out to the defense, looking for a centering pass, and they've got it. It goes up over the top, and blocker save by Reppy, and up into the net. We have a stoppage of play. We're at just underneath that 1 minute mark in this Pelican Power Sports power play for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers once again gonna switch out their power play crew. Lloyd and Hendricks and Randall report for the Watertown Lakers. This puck gets pushed down by Lily Murray. Racing down to the far side, it's Pesca as she grabs it in back of her own goalie. Pretty good pressure there by Lloyd and Hendricks in the offensive zone. Hendricks runs over the top of Pesca. And Harris takes it around the back of her own goalie. 36 seconds to go to the length of the ice. This is Harper Hendricks. Finds it on the red line. She's going to try to clear it. Can't keep it on her stick as Lloyd now gets a hold of it and clears it down deep into the zone. Good job here for the Lakers. Killing this one off. There's a puck in front, and Lloyd has it. She can't get it on her stick. And down in the middle, and Lloyd had it on her stick and couldn't get anything on it. Maybe got tied up for a second. Looking a shorthand goal. Wouldn't we like to have that one back? 9 seconds left on this power play opportunity. Sioux Falls Flyers still working below that red line. Wanting to get the Lakers to chase down below the line, and we are 5-on-5. Puck comes out top. Kira Reppy, look out, there was a tip in front. Sioux Falls Flyers continue to hold the offensive zone. Hassled over there by Lloyd, and now they step it in. That was pushing it towards the goal. There, that was Aniston Murray. As the Lakers do clear the zone, all right out to that red line, picked up by the Flyers as they're going to dump it in. I thought maybe it was going to be an icing call as Lily Murray goes down, and this is Lloyd. Lloyd's going to get it going. She's going to look over to the far side to Emma Schleisner. Emma Schleisner going to step around. She's doing a good job trying to get a shot off. Goes a little bit wide, and we're going to have a penalty on the Sioux Falls Flyers. And the Sioux Falls Flyers, this is going to be, I thought.
That's a hook against, going to be.
That's a hook.
Neely Meyer that gets called for it.
And Neely Meyer. So we're going to see what the Watertown Lakers can do on this Pelican Power Sports power play. The first one of the night for the Lakers. And you're going to need to capitalize on this power play. Offensive face-off, Schleisner goes in. And I don't know what the quandary is here with the referees.
They're waiting to get the 2 minutes on the clock.
Quandary solved. Here we go.
No quandary anymore.
We are going to drop the puck in an offensive zone here for the Watertown Lakers. Won by the Lakers. Back out to the defense. This is Nuff. Nuff's going to push it down deep. This is Graceland Webb into the near corner. Try to keep it alive is Nuff. Nuff's going to take it all the way across the blue paint. And now comes out into the neutral zone where Emma Schleisner chases it down, puts on the brakes, and looks for a long pass for Grayson Webb. She can't keep it on her stick as it bounces in deep for the Sioux Falls Flyers. They're going to take it up through the defensive zone. Remember, they're shorthanded right now. Sioux Falls Flyers goes in 1-on-2. Circling back around the Watertown Laker goalie as Emma Schleisner steps in, doing a good job there, taking it off the stick momentarily of a Sioux Falls Flyer. Sioux Falls Flyers in the offensive zone, shorthanded. Skating back around, puck goes over on the other side. There's a little leave puck, and they score on a shorthanded goal. It is the Sioux Falls Flyers with 1:08 left in that Meyer penalty. So at 12:05, Sioux Falls does it on a shorthanded goal.
Lily Gora with that goal, who had 6 in the regular season, and now with their first here in the state tournament.
So Sioux Falls can do it on a power play, and they can do it shorthanded. As the Sioux Falls Flyers are up 5-0 with 12:05 in this second period, and now you start thinking about run time. At six goals ahead, it goes a run time, and you have a running clock. And it's hard to get back from that as you have to get within 2 goals.
Emma Honner has the assist on that goal to Lily Gora.
That's Honner, and shorthanded goal as this pass goes all the way across the blue line, and we're going to get called for an offsides. Maybe Harper Hendricks was in a little bit too early.
The Watertown Lakers at that power play goal, the power play opportunity. Last thing you wanted was to either go even or get outscored on that power play.
Yep. Anytime you get a shorthanded goal, it's kind of a freebie if you're doing it from the offensive side of it. But there goes another shot on. That shot went in by Haley Watson. Watertown Lakers, this is Lloyd. She's going to take it up in front of her own goalie, reverse field. She's going to look out front, trying to get it up to Hendricks. Hendricks up in the neutral zone as Hendricks protects the puck and gets up through the neutral zone. She's going to do it with her legs. She's going to go in as it gets picked away at in the neutral zone just as she comes along the blue line, as the Sioux Falls Flyers are already into the offensive zone and a shot on, and Reppy has it on her stick. Stoppage of play, 11-12 left in this second period. It's a 5-0 game. It's been all Sioux Falls Flyers. They've scored 2 power play goals and just scored a shorthanded goal with Lily Cora. You have to like those shorthanded goals, as they become kind of freebies if you get one. And Sioux Falls Flyers now have scored in about as many ways as you can, as Harper Hendricks going to chase down on the far side. She's got Randall. Randall can't quite get there as Hendricks circled around and put a pass out in front. Randall was just about a stick length away from that one. And we are full strength as Sioux Falls Flyers get up through the neutral zone. This is Emma Honner. Emma Honner loses it off of her stick, and this is Randall. Randall's going to push it up and gets it right back, and she's up in the neutral zone trying to push it in deep. The Lakers trying to push it in deep in the zone as Allard chases. Unfortunately, you turn the puck over many times when you do the dump and chase, and you don't have any chase. It's just dump. Watertown Lakers, this puck is trapped up, and a shot goes in from Zunde. Zunde, she's a senior on this Laker team. Started playing defense about halfway through the year, as she has always been a forward. And she pinches down as 2 players go down. This was Zunde. This was Zunde against Honor. The neutral zone play goes back to the defensive zone of Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers circling around. This is Gora trying to get it up. Graceland Webb is there in the neutral zone. Now moving up, and the puck was in the offensive zone. Watertown Lakers tap it back out. Trying to push it in deep, and Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Van Voorst. Van Voorst going to go in on her forehand. Going to get all the way in. Takes a shot. That probably off the shoulder of Reppy as Graceland Webb finds it over on the far side. This is Knopf. Knopf's going to pin it against the board. Working over there is Rebecca Harris. The puck comes out. Emma Schleisner's there to try to push it along. Trying to get it up, and they do, out of the zone. Chasing back is Neely Meyer. Sioux Falls Flyers trying to work it up out of the defensive zone. Going to take it back of their own goalie. It's a 5-0 game at the 8:55 mark. In this second period, it's been all Sioux Falls Flyers. 2 power play goals and a shorthanded goal, and 2 5-on-5 goals. As it gets pushed in deep in the offensive zone for the Flyers, Lily Murray in that far corner as Knopf tries to get her stick on it. Sioux Falls Flyers playing in that offensive zone. Randall is over there to get it off the stick as it's intercepted as Sioux Falls Flyers pinch down on that far side. Pinching down over there on that far side, one of the Lakers, and 2 players in front get tangled up. Yeah, Reppy has it in her glove, and 2 players.
Looked like they were doing the electric slide and just both went down.
It looked kind of almost like a body slam, and they both looked at each other like, I don't know what happened there.
I think they were blaming the other one for going down. No, it wasn't my fault, it was your fault.
You body slammed me. As this face-off is held in by the Sioux Falls Flyers on the far side. This is Harper Hendricks trying to peel it off the boards, looking for Lloyd as she try to move up out of the defensive zone. On the far side, it's Lucy Nelson. And Harper Hendricks takes it off of her stick. Hendricks doing a nice job of puck protection on the far side, and she comes away with it. She's going to tap it off on a backhand to herself, and it does come up out of the zone. Peska's over there to try to get in the way of that one, and does. And it goes back over as Sioux Falls Flyers are already in, and Reppy grabs it in her glove. Stoppage of play at 7:46. It's been Sioux Falls Flyers on a 5-0 tear. It started out 4-0 at the end of 1, and Lily Gora added 1 at the 12:05 mark, making it a 5-0 game. Left-hand dot, offensive face-off here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Emma Honner. That wins the face-off. And Graceland Webb picks it off a stick momentarily, held in by the Sioux Falls Flyers. This puck goes down deep in the zone. And chasing over on the backside is Honner. Puck's getting tied up in the back. Sioux Falls Flyers looks a little 2-on-2 there. In the far corner, centering pass off the skate of a Laker. It just doesn't find a home, and now it does carry him back around and down through the neutral zone, where the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to pick it up in their defensive zone. This is coming out to Honor. Honor looks across ice in the neutral zone, trying to push it up and up to Murray. This is Aniston Murray going through traffic as Knopf and Sunday get their sticks involved. 7-minute mark in this second period. Puck gets trapped over on the far side by Knopf as a puck comes off the boards. Sioux Falls Flyers maintaining possession in the offensive zone as we have one player go down and getting up slow and looking for a centering pass, and they have one. Is the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to add one more, and that is going to put it into runtime at the 6:44 mark. The Sioux Falls Flyers. We had a Watertown Laker that went down hard and wasn't able to get up real quick. That puck worked through the blue crease.
Rebecca Harris is the one that gets the goal from Scarlet Black.
John always helps me out on who scores. Doing play-by-play and can't figure out who scores. I don't know how it works.
Nyla Vanelli takes over at net for Kira Reppy.
Nyla Vanelli, she's a transfer from Minnesota. We like to call her a welcome transfer, as she's going to be in the goal. And this is Lloyd and Hendricks. Lloyd and Hendricks working in their offensive zone now. And we are at runtime. This clock will continue to run until the Lakers score 2 goals. Offensive zone here for the Lakers as Murray tries to hold it in. Now it does come back out. Comes back out in the defensive zone. This is Matthews. Matthews pushing up to the neutral zone. However, turned over. Kayla Randall with an opportunity to take in the neutral zone. Lloyd comes over and helps. Lloyd's going to go up through traffic. She's going to go along the blue line. One player goes down. Now she's 1-on-4 as one goes down. And Lloyd loses it off her stick in the far corner. Now she gets it back. Tussling at the blue line is Lloyd and Pesca. Pesca dumps it off as Watson blew a tire in the neutral zone. Watertown Lakers in back of their own goalie. It's an offensive zone here. A little give and go. There's a shot that goes just a little wide as Nyla Vanelli came way out to square up on that shot.
It made Lucy Nelson really tough to find any opening with her coming out as far as she did.
Nyla Vanelli, she's an aggressive goalie, and she is not afraid to come out and challenge anybody, as we saw that already. 2 more players collide in the offensive zone for the Flyers. There's a puck in front, tapped away by Vanelli. There goes a shot on Vanelli with a good technique. Bats that one off on the pad. Say there's another puck in front. Good pressure there by the Lakers as they do clear the zone. All the way back down to Marissa Reddy. One of her few touches, and now we're going to be off to the races. The Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Murray. Aniston Murray gets it picked off her stick. Nice job there by the Lakers. This is Schleissner working in the corner as the Lakers, Knopf tries to push it up, held in by the Sioux Falls Flyers. This one goes all the way back down. Zunday's trying to catch up with it in back of her own goalie. Zunday stays with it, pushes it along the near boards. That one gets taken away from her as a player goes down from Sioux Falls. That was Rigalizzo. As Schleissner is going to be content here to knock it down to the far end. Regrouping in their defensive zone are the Sioux Falls Flyers. Lakers going to get a partial change here as Meg Zunday with a pinch along the boards right down in front of us. As this puck is trapped for a moment just in front of that Lakers bench. This is Knopf going to push it all the way across to Zunday. Zunday up to Graceland Webb. Graceland Webb on the red line. Good puck protection and gets overtaken there by Scarlet Black. This puck remains, however, in the offensive zone. This one's getting a little more physical than a lot of our games have been. It's at 3:20 in this second period. It is run time. 18 shots on goal for the Sioux Falls Flyers. Just 4 shots on goal as Graceland Webb pushes it back into the neutral zone. We got some loose equipment there. Hockey headquarters going to fix you up if you lose any equipment or break any equipment. And Sioux Falls Flyers push it out of their own zone. And here comes Lloyd. Lloyd, if she hurries, she's going to go one-on-one. Going to take a shot and into the glove, looking for a rebound. And no rebound as Lloyd was there. Marissa Reddy had to glove that one twice to make sure she had it.
That was our first whistle with runtime. we had got runtime and nothing had. We had not had a stoppage of play until then.
The Lakers have been just a little bit banged up. Janelle Lloyd's playing with a broken hand. She has been for a while. She said it doesn't hurt. Sometimes it looks like it does. But she's been playing with a broken hand. And, of course, Rachel Scott, we talked about her. She's got a broken foot and has not seen any action. She did take the initial puck drop as a senior in the state tournament. Out to the neutral zone. The Lakers are going to find it. Out in the neutral zone, this is Alyssa Matthews. Pushing it up to the neutral zone. This one is taken away by the Sioux Falls Flyers. They're going to push it down deep in the zone. Nyla Vanelli going to come out of the net. You'll see her come out of the net often as she's very aggressive. We talked about that. Sioux Falls Flyers holding the offensive zone deep in the zone now. And this is Haley Watson going to circle back around looking for a centering pass. Good hustle there by the Lakers defense as no pass or no shot. And coming up through on an errant pass by the Lakers was Lucy Nelson. And she's going to score on a backhand at 1:32. It's a running clock, so it's going to keep on going. This is Nelson. I'm thinking she's going to get an unassisted goal.
I just took the puck over, and Vanelli tried the poke check, but unable to knock the puck away. And Lucy Nelson gets her second of the game to make it 7-0 as the clock is now ticking to around 1 minute to go in the second.
Lucy Nelson doing it on her own. She picked off a pass just outside of the crease and stuffed it in. It's a running clock. We're underneath a minute. In this second period, it's been Sioux Falls Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers pushing it along. This is Verhoeven. As a shot goes in by Adriana Clark, goes up and over the top of the rack. We're at 40 seconds in this second period. Lakers trying to get to the locker room here at some point. It's a 7-0 game as it does come out of the zone. As Grayson Webb is going to chase down into the defensive zone. This is Neely Meyer. And Grayson Webb pushes it down deep as the Sioux Falls Flyers are going to work it up out of the defensive zone. It's Ben Flyers. This is Adriana Clark. Adriana Clark going to push it down deep. We're at that 10-second mark. And this should do it as Zunde pushes it along. And puck goes out in front, tick, 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 and it's over. This second period, it's 7-0. Sioux Falls Flyers, they're 21-0. And you can see why they're 21-0 as they're handling the Watertown Lakers in this second period. It's a running clock as we come out into the third period. It will be a running clock as the Lakers have to score 2 goals or 3 goals now to get that clock stopped. Yes, Watertown Lakers, Sioux Falls Flyers. It's girls varsity state tournament from Sioux Falls. We will be back.
Papa Murphy's Pier makes fresh, delicious pizza exactly when you need it. And so do you when you bake that pizza to perfection at home in your oven. That is, after Papa Murphy's takes care of hand making the dough, hand chopping the toppings, and hand shredding the cheese to make your pizza just the way you like it. So really, you make the pizza together with Papa Murphy's, but you get all the delicious pizza to yourself. Papa Murphy's. They make great pizza so you can make the pizza great. Order online today at papamurphys.com.
Hello, I'm Pastor Jeff Lathrop of Pier First United Methodist Church, and I'd like to invite you to join us in person for worship on Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. or 11 a.m. You can also join us on Facebook Live or on KCCR 1240 a.m. or 98.9 FM for our Sunday morning broadcast at 11 a.m. Come worship with us at First United Methodist Church, where you will find open hearts, open minds, and open doors.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today. Wagner Auto Company is your complete transportation headquarters. Now is the time to order your new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, plus a good selection of quality pre-owned and certified pre-owned vehicles. They'll take care of you after the sale with a full-service parts and auto body shop with trained technicians, along with a friendly financing team that'll work with you to find the best deal and one that'll fit your budget. Wagner Auto is your local full-service family-owned dealership for over 115 years. WagnerAuto.com. That's WagnerAuto.com.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door. Designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
Please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it. We welcome you back as we are in the second intermission report. 7-0 lead for Sioux Falls over Watertown as we recap that second period of scoring. Lily Gora got the first one, a shorthanded goal to make it 5-0 from Emma Honner. Rebecca Harris made it 6-0 from Scarlett Black. And then Lucy Nelson got her second of the game with 1:33 to go to make it a 7-0 lead. Run time started with the 6:44 remaining. It's actually 1:38 is the designated scoring time for Nelson. Penalties in the period, McKenna Knopf got called for a hook, as well as also Neely Meyer got called for a hook as well for Sioux Falls, as both teams went 0 for on the power play. 2 for 4 on the advantage for Sioux Falls, 0 for 1 for the Watertown Lakers. And John Wickler alongside Jim Lloyd. And Jim, this is now for the Watertown Lakers. You're starting to kind of get ready for tomorrow. You outside of a massive comeback, which still could always happen, with that 3:30 game would be against the Mitchell Marlins. You're not looking at the Mitchell Marlins, but you're saying we got to get some momentum going into tomorrow so we can then guarantee we're playing on Saturday for the Constellation Championship.
Well, and you got to do some little things correctly. You got to look for some of those things that maybe that you've worked on all season or towards the end of this season. Some of those things that you worked on, you think that they're kind of out the window right now, but you have to go back to what you know. If the Watertown Lakers, you have to work on doing things right, because you got another game tomorrow. You're going to play probably the Mitchell Marlins tomorrow, and you run into a buzzsaw here with Sioux Falls Flyers 21-0. I mean, they look 21-0 right now.
And you're playing for your season, and for these seniors playing for one more game. You know that the Constellation Championship is the last game that you can play, or that Saturday is the last game that you can possibly play. But for these teams that lost today, you're playing for an opportunity to play one more game this season, and for the seniors, one more game in your career.
Yeah, you have to start looking at Mitchell right now. Of course, the girls and the coaches aren't, but at some point they're going to look to Mitchell. I think Watertown Lakers match up pretty good with Mitchell. There's a lot of similarities there. And the other thing with Mitchell is that there's a lot of friends between Watertown Lakers and Mitchell. That won't transpire on the ice, but those two teams and players know each other really well.
This is a 7-0 lead for the Sioux Falls Flyers, and as much as we talk about the Watertown Lakers, getting ready for that game tomorrow, Sioux Falls got to make sure they finish this game well. Don't want to have any bad habits going into tomorrow's game, because the Aberdeen Cougars are the defending state champions. Sioux Falls was the higher seed last year when they played Aberdeen in the state championship, and Aberdeen ended up with the state title, winning 1-0. So this is still a Sioux Falls team that has to play well the third period, albeit whistles will help out a lot because it'll keep that clock running. But they've got to make sure that they don't fall into any bad habits going into this third period that could lead into the beginning of the game tomorrow against Aberdeen.
Well, and I look for Coach Penny to play a lot of different maybe combinations. He'll throw in some of the younger girls, that maybe haven't gotten a lot of time. On a game like this, get them out there in the state tournament. Let them experience a little state tournament atmosphere. He has played a lot of players. In fact, I think he has, if I'm not mistaken, I think he has played about everybody he has on the bench. And that's good in a game like this to get everybody a little time.
It is 7-0 on the Kubota scoreboard here in the Kubota booth. The 7-0 lead for Sioux Falls over Watertown. We'll come back with more of the second intermission report after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Do something to launch your future at Lake Area Tech. It's a living, working, thought-producing environment to help you level up in the workforce. Combined with hands-on training and real-world experience, you'll be ready to find a high-paying career you'll love right out of school, the way 99% of our graduates do. It's the best return on your college investment, the quickest path to your future success. Lake Area Tech, the start of something new.
Beck Motor Company would like to send a big congratulations to all the high school hockey teams across the state. What an incredible season of hard work, dedication, and unforgettable moments on the ice. Whether you're gearing up for the next season or just need a reliable ride, Beck Motor Company is here for all your automotive needs. From new vehicles to expert service, we've got you covered, so you can focus on the game. Thank you to all the teams for giving us a season to remember. Beck Motor Company is proud to support our athletes every step of the way. Beck Motor Company, your local Chevy dealer, serving Central South Dakota for 56 years.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for nearly 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Winning in hockey takes dedication, skill, and teamwork, just like winning in real estate. Hi, I'm Tara Sunshine with Kathy Sunshine Property, a proud South Dakotan and experienced realtor with over 60 combined years of helping buyers and sellers find success. Whether you're looking for your dream home or ready to sell, we're here to put our expertise to work for you. With a commitment, we'll help you navigate the market with confidence. Let's make your real estate goals a reality. Call us today at 605-224-5588.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation is a family-owned business that has served Central South Dakota for over 25 years. Weatherall Roofing and Insulation specializes in metal roof restorations and flat roof repair. They also offer the highest quality insulation using closed-cell polyurethane foam and blow-in fiberglass. For all your roofing or insulation needs, make Weatherall your first choice. And remember, just foam it.
We welcome you back out here in the Shields Iceplex in the Kubota booth as we look at where the bracket is set going into tomorrow, and you can see it on your screen on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube. It is Aberdeen that picked up that latest win. The winner of this game will face Aberdeen in the 8:30 game. But we'll go through starting tomorrow, Sioux Center and Rushmore. That's the 6 versus 7 after both teams lost 3-1. They will play at 1 o'clock. Mitchell will most likely be playing Watertown at 3:30 in the Constellation semifinal in that second game. Then the state semifinals at 6 o'clock. Brookings Rangers, Hawaii Capitals. After both teams won 3-1, they will play at 6 o'clock. And then at 8:30, it is, again, most likely Sioux Falls taking on the Aberdeen Cougars in that other state semifinal. So if you're looking at the teams that have recently won the state championship, whether it be this decade or just in general the last 5 to 10 years, the Hawaii Capitals are the one team that would be different to win the state championship. Brookings won a couple years ago here at the Shields Iceplex. Aberdeen won last year. Sioux Falls won 3 years ago, I believe it was, last time. So those Sioux Falls, Aberdeen, Brookings have won the last 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 championships. So if you're looking for something different, you're down to the Hawaii Capitals to try and win a state championship.
Become a Hawaii Capital fan is what you're saying.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I mean, you're not going to go wrong if you're a Hawaii Capitals fan. If you're looking for another team, I would say the Brookings, Aberdeen, and Sioux Falls fan base would have something different to say about it. But if you're looking for a different state champion, that's your only team that you have left to try and see somebody different for the last 5, 6, 7 years to win a state championship.
And as 6th seed, they'd be in, or Owyhee Capitals at the 3 seed would not be really considered an underdog, I don't think, either, if you put them in that class.
Well, and they are 2-1 against Brookings going into that state semifinal. They won a couple weeks ago in the close of season, so that's that gives them some confidence going into the state semifinal tomorrow against the Rangers. And of course, the Rangers are feeling at their best. They're not I'm not going to say they're not worried about the Capitals, but they think they can beat everybody, and they beat Sioux Falls, they beat the Capitals, they beat Aberdeen, they can beat everybody that's in the Sioux Falls hasn't lost a regular season game, but you mentioned that Brookings beat Sioux Falls in a tournament, so that team is not concerned about so much who they're playing with, knowing that if they play their best, that they can beat anybody on any given night. So we've got that coming up for tomorrow, but we've got the third period on the way next. It is a 7-0 lead for Sioux Falls over Watertown. Back with the third period on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is the perfect place to sit back and watch the state hockey tournament with friends and family. The Fieldhouse with a full bar gives you that feeling like you're at the game without having to leave town, with a selection of your favorite concession-type food, and who doesn't love some pizza? There's free popcorn, peanuts, and Gardettos to complement any of your snack cravings while enjoying the games on one of the many big screen TVs. The Fieldhouse, 2013 East Gate Avenue in Pierre. Your place for the game this weekend. Go Caps!
Your home and business are important to you, and you need quality furnace and air conditioning products and service. With a combined 50-plus years of experience, AirTech Heating and Cooling provides you with just that service. Call 945-0160 for sales, service, and installation of furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. AirTech Heating and Cooling features the American Standard products. Sales, installation, and service. You want the best, and that's what you'll find at AirTech Heating and Cooling in Pierre.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Capital City Toyota is proud to sponsor the state varsity hockey tournaments with a special shout out to all the seniors. You've worked hard, now it's your time to shine. Just like a championship team, we bring the funnest car buying experience in South Dakota. Find your perfect new or pre-owned ride today. Good luck to all the teams and seniors from Capital City Toyota.
Ferding Electric has a long history of doing electrical work the right way. Economical service, professional work, and customer satisfaction is why they can say that. Ferding Electric can do residential, farm, and commercial projects. Doesn't matter if they are charged with new construction or a remodel project, they get it conducted. Contact the staff at Ferding Electric at 224-8684. They can light a spark into your next project. Ferding Electric, 224-8684.
Are you ready for adventure? Then head over to Hepper Sports Center, your authorized dealer serving the Hub City area. Get huge savings, $1,500 cash back on select side-by-sides, or snag a sweet deal with 1.99% financing for 36 months on ATVs and side-by-sides. Don't miss out. Stop in and see Wade and his team at 501 5th Avenue Northwest. Call for your service appointment at 605-225-9279 or email heppers@nbc.net to book your appointment and start your next off-road adventure.
We welcome you back as we get set for the third period between the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Watertown Lakers. John Winkler alongside Jim Lloyd as we get ready for this third period. Closing in on 10 o'clock tonight. It's interesting, Jim, that we're playing as late. I mean, not that we're playing as late as we are, but we're just so used to being at 10 o'clock at night. We should be getting ready to bed because we got a 9 o'clock game the next morning.
Right.
But instead, the night is still young.
I'm kind of a night owl anyway. I don't mind this. I can stay up.
I'm just glad I don't got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning like I normally do. It's kind of nice to, my sleep schedule's going to be thrown off by the time that we have the time change on Sunday, and then we also have to get back to work for a couple days.
That's right.
But,
and we'll do it all over next Thursday in Watertown, we're going to bring you the boys tournament. It'll be John and Jim. We'll do it all over as the Lakers take the ice.
I think we might get Jeff to come to a game or two.
Jeff, we can talk Jeff into it. He's never retired. He's had more retirement parties than anybody I ever seen. But he always likes to help us out, and we like to have him. So both teams taking the ice. After this, we just got word that after this game, they will be announcing the league championship team. And they will announce that team right after this game, and then we will go into our South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of this game.
It'll be the league championship team.
League championship team.
Interesting. Okay.
That's the way we're going to do it tonight.
All right. That sounds good.
It might put us here a little bit later, but that's okay. We'll lock the doors on our way out.
That's right. And we'll be the last ones out, first ones back in.
Yeah.
There'll be some maintenance people that'll be that need to be here probably a little bit later and earlier than we do.
They'll give us the keys to the castle.
That's right. We'll take good care of them.
We'll take good care of them. They take good care of us whenever we're here. Hospitality room, it's second to none here in Sioux Falls. And John and I, we take full advantage of that as we eat after every game.
Pretty much after every game.
After every game. Yep, we eat before we get here, and then we eat after every game. So we're getting about ready for puck drop in this third period. It is a 7-0 game. It's been all Sioux Falls Flyers. They've scored in almost every way possible. They had an unassisted goal. They've had a 5-on-5 goal, 2 power play goals, and a shorthanded goal. So they've done it in all different ways. They're looking 21-0 right now, as they were in the regular season. Faced off center ice as neutral zone play continues. Here as Lloyd gets into the boards as this puck is trapped momentarily as Harper Hendricks going to try to get it up out of her defensive zone. Harper Hendricks and Lloyd, they're going to go in. Almost offsides there as Harper Hendricks throws it at the net. Lloyd's going to grab it and push it around in the far side. It's an offensive zone play here for the Lakers. This puck is trapped over on the far side. Hendricks is over there to help out. Bus breaks that puck loose, and it's tapped along the boards, but yet held in. Now it does come out into the neutral zone. Chasing over there for the Lakers is Alyssa Matthews. Alyssa Matthews is going to tap it up to Hendricks. She can't get her skate on it, and we go deep in the zone of the offensive Flyers. Sioux Falls Flyers have done it in many different ways. There's Pesca with a centering puck, and nobody home there in front. A good look and centering pass as Lloyd clears the puck down to the far end. It's not going to go far enough for an icing, as this is Marissa Reddy comes out and hands it to a teammate, and we're already up the other way. That's Van Voorst pushing in deep in the offensive zone as Knopf changes direction in back of her own goalie. On the far side, that's Jada Jenkins getting some time for the Lakers, as this puck remains in the offensive zone here for the Sioux Falls Flyer. Nyla Vanelli in the net. She was put in that net somewhere in that second period, and she's done a good job as she has given up 1 goal since she came into the goal. Kira Reppy started this one as this pass comes out to Schleissner. Schleissner takes it in. It looked like an offside, but they didn't call it. I thought maybe Graceland Webb was offsides by a mile, but we're going to let that one go as this puck is in back of Marissa Reddy. Held in there by Zunde, but they say not quite, as it did get across the blue line. And the Lakers are going to get a wholesale change along with the Flyers.
Every whistle is beneficial to Sioux Falls in this third period. With it being a run time up 7-0, anything to kind of keep them. They're the only team that will have run time in this first round. That'll keep them fresher going against Aberdeen tomorrow.
Yeah, Coach Penny, he's played everybody on his bench, and I would say he's going to mix things up a little bit as this puck is pushed down, and Nyla Vanelli has got it trapped in her glove. We're going to get a stoppage of play once again. We don't need any more stoppages of play. The Lakers need to keep the clock, keep this game going, as they need to find some way to put it in the back of the net.
You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station, as we get to 10 o'clock on this Thursday night.
Emma Honor, and she wins the offensive faceoff. Puck caroms around the far side. Trying to get it up out of the zone, and there goes a shot on off the post, and it's a good-looking shot there by Emma Honner as she had stick side on Nyla Vanilli just off the post. Bringing this one in is Honner. She dumps it deep into the offensive zone. Lloyd can't get it on her stick. Now she turns around. It comes right back to her stick. She's going to push it up through the neutral zone as she has fresh legs. And she's going to do a little stop and go and does find the offensive zone. That's Lloyd. Has a collision over on the far side. And Lloyd's got to get out in a hurry and can't quite do it as Harper Hendricks is working her way into the offensive zone. Lloyd got tied up over on the far side on that Sioux Falls Flyers bench.
We had one referee saying it was good offside. It was good onside play. The other referee said it was an offside play.
It's hard to say on that blue line. They make the call. They're the ones on the ice as Lloyd wins this faceoff and she takes a shot, walks up into the offensive zone. Now looking for a centering pass. Lloyd's playing offense over on the far side. Now she's going to skip it all the way down. Hendricks is going to take a shot deep in the zone, right just outside that red line. A tough angle shot. But any shot is good if you're the Watertown Lakers at this point. You got to put it on the net and hope for good things to happen. 12:25 left in this game. It's a running clock. It's 7-0 as it's been all Sioux Falls Flyers in this one. Number 1 seed were the Sioux Falls Flyers versus the number 8 seed is the Watertown Lakers. If you look at them on paper, this is the way it looks. And a 7-0 game as we get an icing call. We're going to go down to the other end. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Watertown Lakers.
It's interesting, the couple times, obviously, Watertown wanted that icing to get off his own faceoff. Marissa Reddy doesn't let a lot of pucks go for an icing. It's like she hates icings for some reason. Maybe she just loves to play the puck that much. She doesn't care for an icing.
Well, if you're Marissa Reddy, you don't touch the puck probably as much as a lot of goalies, and any touch for her is a fun one. It's held in momentarily here by the Lakers. And it's going to get chased out into the neutral zone. This is Emma Schleissner. Emma Schleissner up to Gracelyn Webb. Gracelyn Webb back to Schleissner. Tied up there by Lucy Nelson. As Murray goes defense to defense for the Lakers. And Emma Schleissner finds it at the red line, gets surrounded by the Sioux Falls Flyers. And one of those was Hallie Watson. Hallie Watson finds it in the neutral zone. Player goes down on the far side as she dumps it in deep in the offensive zone. This is Murray trying to get up to Gracelyn Webb. Lakers trying to work up out of their defensive zone and back of their own goalie. This is Zunday in the far corner. The puck comes all the way across just outside the blue line. Nobody there for Sioux Falls. Now Sioux Falls going to take a shot. That one is sticked away. That one in by Rebecca Harris. On the far side, contact over on the other side is Zunday, and she's been bounced around a little bit lately in this period. It's a 10:30 running clock. Is Harper Hendricks, does she have enough legs to get there? And she loses that race to the Sioux Falls Flyers as they carry them around in their defensive zone. Up through the defensive zone. This is the Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Gora. Gora going to get it all the way down to the blue crease. Can't get much of a shot on it as the Sioux Falls Flyers still chipping away in their offensive zone. Here's the Lakers getting it up into the neutral zone. This is Allard. There she plays up in the neutral zone. Chasing this one across as Sioux Falls Flyers going to dump it down deep. Sioux Falls Flyers content to keep it deep in their zone and trying to do a little dump and chase as they wanted in their defensive zone for the rest of this one. It's 9:43. There goes a centering pass, and it puck's in front, and Nyla Vanilli stays strong in the goal as we have a loose equipment by hockey headquarters as the Sioux Falls Flyers lose their stick. Nice job there by Nyla Vanilli.
Really good
save. She stood strong as they were pushing down on her. Yep, through the neutral zone. Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Allard. Allard's going to push it up to Lloyd. Lloyd's going to be on her back end. If she hurries up, she's going to be one-on-one. Going to take a shot. Looking off the chest already and looking for a rebound. No rebound to be found as Harper Hendricks comes in. She can't get it on her stick in the offensive zone. Lakers going to regroup. Neutral zone going to try to push it up to the blue line is Knopf. Knopf's going to just dump it in a little bit on a backhand here as the Sioux Falls Flyers looking to break it out of their zone over on the far side. This is Jalissa Weber. And the puck goes all the way across to Knopf. Knopf is going to pick it up in back of her net. Back of her own goalie. Hendricks tried to get it off. That was Schmaling. I didn't get that one off my tongue. That was Molly Schmaling over there getting some time for the Lakers. Tried to get it off the boards. Nonetheless, we have a stoppage of play. The clock is not stopping, however. We do have a running clock. We're getting close to that 8-minute mark. Offensive faceoff coming here for the Sioux Falls Flyers. This is Lloyd. Taps it out. This faceoff is won by the Sioux Falls Flyers over on the far side. Centering pass, a backhand flip. Goes off the back of the net for the Sioux Falls Flyers. This one caroms all the way around. Schmaling hustles over there for the Lakers. Now Lloyd into the far corner. Lloyd and Black battle out in the near corner. This is Lily Murray. Taps it down to herself. That's legal in the defensive zone. As Lloyd now picks it up in back of her own goalie. Going to try to get her own legs going. She goes down. Gets back up, and she still has possession. Fans on a pass all the way back around. Zunde helps her out as it's in the far corner. Lakers struggling to get it out of their defensive zone. Good pressure here, and this is Black. I'm sorry, that's Aniston Murray. And that puck was just wide of the rack as Nyla Vanelli was a little bit out of position there. Nonetheless, it's held in here momentarily. Now it comes out into the neutral zone as Lloyd flips it out. Sioux Falls Flyers pick it up in the neutral zone, start working towards the offensive zone. Taking the offensive zone are the Flyers. This is as Murray puts the hit on in the corner. It is getting rough now. Gets to the end of this game. It's a 6:49 running clock in this third period. It's the last game of the day. It's the number 1 seed Sioux Falls Flyers against the Watertown Lakers. As a player goes down on the far side, as the Sioux Falls Flyers now push it up through the neutral zone. Pushing it up through the neutral zone was Lily Gora, and Nyla Vanilli has got it covered up. Clock continues to run. 23 shots on goal for the Sioux Falls Flyers, just 7 shots on goal for the Lakers.
It's 3-2 for Sioux Falls in this third period. But, of course, with all the extra time that's taken off the clock, run time, it makes this third period go by a lot quicker.
Marissa Reddy down on the far end for the Sioux Falls Flyers has not seen a lot of action, just 7 shots on goal. She gives up under 1 goal a game. Like I said, if you look at these two teams on paper, this is what it looks like. And a 7-0 as a wraparound attempt there by Nelson for the Sioux Falls Flyers. This is offensive play here for the Flyers. Another shot goes in. That's a stop and a small rebound as Lucy Nelson fired it just between the wheels.
We do Lucy Nelson with those 2 goals. We do have a South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Play of the Game coming up after this game is done. And I would say Lucy Nelson right now is on track to possibly get that Player of the Game with her 2 goals so far. There's a handful of players that you could give it to for Sioux Falls, but I think Nelson might have the fast track right now.
Yeah, Lucy Nelson's played a really good game. She's been by the puck a lot, and she's doing a good job for the Flyers, as she has all year. Lucy Nelson has 8 goals, 12 assists in the regular season. As pushed in by the Sioux Falls Flyers, picked up by the Lakers. They're going to go defense to defense. Zunde tries to chip it up to Randall, and we're going to get an offsides call.
And every whistle is beneficial for Sioux Falls. And they don't need to really be a whole lot aggressive in this third period, and more timing off the clock with nothing going on, the better for the Flyers.
Neutral zone dot face-off, won by the Sioux Falls Flyers. Pushed in the offensive zone, however. This is Lily Murray looking across to get it up out of the defensive zone. And pushed over there by Audrey Eide. This is Allard and Eide. Eide going to look for a shot. There goes a shot on by the Sioux Falls Flyers, and we're going to have a penalty going to come in on the Sioux Falls Flyers on a running clock with 4 minutes at the 4-minute mark. Yeah, that one's going to continue to run, and that penalty is going to go on Rebecca Harris. I didn't see it as I was looking the other way.
I think she grabbed the stick of one of the Watertown players.
Interference, maybe?
Yeah, it ended up being interference was the call. 3:38 is officials' time as the puck was dropped, and then the time started on the power play.
So the Watertown Lakers on our Pelican Power Sports power play, as Hallie Watson is giving chase in Sioux Falls, or Watertown Lakers defensive zone. Lloyd on the far side tries a reverse field, and she does drag it into the offensive zone just barely, as the Sioux Falls Flyers try to chip it out. Held in nicely there by Knopf. Knopf getting it down deep in the zone. The Lakers want to set up and play a little power play hockey. Hendricks going to chase it into the neutral zone, and she's going to get it going with her legs. And she pushes it out ahead of her and runs it down in the offensive zone as Hendricks. Hendricks in the near corner gets pinched. This is a Pelican Power Sports power play for the Lakers on a running clock. A minute left in this power play as it goes back the other way. Back the other way is Sioux Falls Flyers, and picked off. That's, guess who? That's Lucy Nelson as she's pushing the envelope. And the Lakers with a hand pass. Once again, that's legal in the defensive zone. As Sunday chase it behind her own goalie. And Hendricks looking for it over in the near point. Players down, picked up by the Sioux Falls Flyers between the wheels. Taken off of her stick was Knopf. Taking that one in was Van Vorst. And this is Harper Hendricks. She's going to step around in the neutral zone. She's going to wait for her teammates because she has nobody to help her. She was going to go in 1-on-4. Again, it is a power play for the Lakers. Not able to set it up in the offensive zone. There goes a shot on tip by an own player. And Reddy has to kick that one off to the side. Graceland Webb's down there. This is Jada Jenkins. Jada Jenkins and Webb can't quite get anything going in that offensive zone. We're at 1:42, and this is going to expire the power play for the Lakers. We are full strength as the Flyers come off the bench on that penalty by Harris. At 1:29 left in this game. It's a 7-0 game on a running clock. It's Sioux Falls Flyers taking it to the Lakers today as they're going to skate around as Honor dumps it in deep on a backhand. There's a centering pass, shot on right in Vanilli. Nice stop there by Nyla Vanilli with a right pad save as the Sioux Falls Flyers are still circling the wagons in their offensive zone. Now they're going to look out front and push it down in deep. We're just under a minute left in this game. It's their last game of the day, as all these games, these initial games, will be played. And tomorrow's bracket is set. A backhand shot attempt there is by Jalissa Welber. And now we're going to get a penalty here. And this is going to be a Sioux Falls Flyers penalty on a running clock. And if they don't touch it, it's going to keep on going. Nyla Vanilli is off for an extra attacker. And this clock's going to continue to run as Marissa Reddy very smartly gets a stoppage of play. And I don't know if they're going to drop this one, as this one's going to tick down. It doesn't look like they're going to drop the puck. And that's the way it's going to end, the way it looks, as the Lakers are slow to report to the right-hand side of Marissa Reddy in a 7-0 game. As Kayla Randall is going to step in, and it's going to tick down. They are going to drop it. Kayla Randall gets a stick on it. Sioux Falls trying to push it up out of their defensive zone, and that is going to end the game. That's going to end the game. It's a 7-0 game as the Sioux Falls Flyers take it to the Watertown Lakers in a 7-0 game. Four goals in the first period, 3 goals in the second game, and we will do this again tomorrow. South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association Player of the Game, and John, I think we have a consensus on this one. It's going to be Lucy Nelson.
I think we're going to go talk to Lucy Nelson, our player of the game. So
we're going to talk to Lucy Nelson.
We will be back with our post game after this here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Kubota Orange Days delivers the savings you need for the life you love. Shop a wide selection of equipment at your local dealer, including America's #1 selling compact tractor. And get your perfect match delivered to your door, designed for comfort and built for performance. And now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select compact tractors.
please visit one of the South Dakota Kubota dealers today. Calling all hockey fans to the 2025 Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet. Join us April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center to celebrate this year's class of 25 Hall of Fame inductees and our high school award winners. Single tickets are $65, with reserved tables of 8 for $520 and sponsorship tables for $800. Doors open at 6 o'clock, with the event starting at 7. The Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet Night, Friday, April 11th at the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Get your ticket and table now.
The puck drops, the crowd roars. South Dakota hockey is in full swing. Capital City Ford is proud to support this year's state varsity hockey tournaments and celebrate the dedication, teamwork, and passion of every player on the ice. To all the seniors, congratulations on an incredible season. Whether you're heading off to college or staying close to home, we're here for all of your automotive needs. Stop by Capital City Ford in Pierre. We'll get you on the road to your next adventure. Capital City Ford in Pierre, driven by community, powered by you.
The lawyers at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre know how important your families are to you. If you've been putting off getting your affairs in order, know that the May Adam Law Firm is available to counsel you through your questions and help you get the documents in place so that you've made your loved ones secure. Call them at 224-8803 and they can chat with you about how to document your concerns and care for your family. We're all in this together, and the May Adam Law Firm is ready and able to help.
Whale Construction, building custom homes, shops, garages, and remodels since 1998. Troy and his team will make your home your dream home. Whale Construction uses reputable subcontractors and products to make your build or remodel your dream come true. Call or message Troy today at 605-380-4473. That's 605-380-4473. Or message him at troy@whaleconstruction.com.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
We welcome you back and into the post-game show. It is a 7-0 win for the Watertown or Sioux Falls Flyers over the Watertown Lakers, as that is the end of day number 1. We will talk to Lucy Nelson here in just a moment, our player of the game, but our bracket is now set for our second day, as we'll pull that up on our YouTube broadcasts on Capital City Rock and on YouTube, Capital City Rock Sports. As Sioux Falls moves into the game to take on the Aberdeen Cougars, and it will be the Watertown Lakers that will take on the Mitchell Marlins in that Constellation semifinal. So we'll have that full bracket well, we do have it updated right now, but we'll have that ready to go for tomorrow as well, as it will be Sioux Center and Rushmore to be playing at 1 o'clock in that 6 versus 7 matchup. Then Mitchell Marlins against the Watertown Lakers at 3:30. That'll be the second Constellation semifinal. The winners will meet in the Constellation Championship on Saturday at 1 o'clock. The losers, their season will come to an end at 0-2 in the tournament. And it is then the 6 o'clock game, the White Capitals and Brookings Rangers in the first semifinal, and then Aberdeen and Sioux Falls in the second semifinal at 8:30. As we'll have all those games here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. If any of the Rangers fans are still or will be in town, be able or are in Brookings right now listening on and following along on Capital City Rock Sports, that game will be on the radio, but it'll be on KBRK in Brookings, 14:30 a.m., as that will be our broadcast on the Brookings station tomorrow during the Brookings game against the White Capitals. We'll send it down to Jim Lloyd here in just a moment, as he is getting the picture taken with Lucy Nelson, our South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game. And then we will have a conversation with her. Jim Lloyd will be down there. We'll get the camera up and ready to go, and we'll send it down to Jim Lloyd.
All right, we are down in the Sioux Falls Flyers bench with our South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association player of the game. It's Lucy Nelson. Lucy, you're kind of popular here at Sioux Falls, aren't you? second period, one unassisted goal. What do you remember about those goals?
My team really helped me concentrate, and I can remember.
Is that what you were supposed to say to your teammates? All right, now say what you want. Two goals, and you get to advance to the next step. Tell us a little bit about your team going into this next step.
We've been working hard all season to prepare for this, and we're ready.
Say a word about your coach. Is you guys ready to play?
Yeah.
All right, Sioux Falls Flyers, 21-0, league champ. Who's welcome? Player of the game.
So it is a wrap-up of day one, as they get over to Lucy Nelson, give her a big hug, and it is a 7-0 win for the Sioux Falls Flyers over the Watertown Lakers, as we've had a fun first day. And again, we'll pull that bracket up for you if you're watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports to show you exactly what we have going into tomorrow. It is 1 o'clock, that first game, Sioux Falls Center against Rushmore Thunder in the Consolation semifinal. We go in the bottom left up to that top left between Mitchell, the 5 seed, and the 8 seed Watertown. And then we go to the bottom right, the Brookings Rangers and Hawaii Capitals in the 2-3 matchup in the first state semifinal at 6 o'clock. And then 8:30 puck drop between the Sioux Falls Flyers and the Aberdeen Cougars in that second state semifinal. So the winners on the left side of the bracket, their season will remain for that one final game when they will take on the Constellation Championship game. We'll have that. We have all the games here. But then the right side of the bracket, those losers will go to the third place game at 4 o'clock on Saturday, and then a 7 o'clock state championship between those two winners on Saturday. Again, Thursday through Saturday tournament. We liked our first day. We really enjoyed the crowd. We expect that atmosphere to be even better going into Friday night games and then into that championship day on Saturday. We expect it all to be the case for having some fun games and some fun atmospheres here in Sioux Falls. We had a great first day, but day two is going to be even better as we get set for a fun weekend. We've given out those 4 pucks the first time in this of the first 4 of the 8 that we're giving out, as we're waiting for Jim Lloyd to get back to us to wrap up day number 1. But again, be on the air at 12:45 tomorrow afternoon with a 1 o'clock puck drop between Sioux Center and Rushmore. And then we will be on the air 15 minutes before scheduled puck drop time, 3:15 between Watertown and Mitchell. We'll be on the air at 5:45 for the Capitals and the Rangers, and then 8:15 for the Aberdeen Cougars and the Sioux Falls Flyers. Jim Lloyd just about to make his way back up here to wrap up our first day, and we'll get his final thoughts before we close out our first day, and we'll get the microphone back on Jim. And all right, we're one day into this state tournament. All the higher seeds won, but the biggest takeaway, Jim, for you from day one?
Well, day one was, if you look at the seedings, kind of happened like you thought it was going to, but we saw some pretty good hockey today. Sioux Falls Flyers, we knew what kind of team they were when we started this thing, as they had a great season. You look at a team like Brookings and Aberdeen, they all expect to be here, and as you talked about it, the Hawaii Capitals are throwing a little wrench into their fun this year.
Yeah, we'll see if, those 3 teams and the White Capitals, those are the 3 last state champions between Sioux Falls, Aberdeen, and Brookings. We'll see if the Caps can make some noise tomorrow evening. I know, there's one of the 2 of us that are in the broadcast, Kubota broadcast booth right now that would like to see that happen. But there's a lot of people back in the capital city that would like to see that happen as well. But it's going to be a fun second day. I don't think any of these 4 games, I think all 4 of them have a chance to be really, really good. And closeness-wise, we had 3 of the 4 games be close. Whether it was 3-1 in the first 2 games, and it was 3-2 in the third game. This is the only game that got away from the scoring. Everything else was close, and it was a fun first day, and we expect it to be, if you can get closer, we expect those games to be closer tomorrow.
Yep. Well, and if you look, we always talk about the winning side of the bracket, but take a look at this other side. It's Rushmore at 1 o'clock against Sioux Center. That will be a close game also. Those two teams play very similar, similar records and so forth. And then we talked earlier about the Watertown-Mitchell matchup. Those two teams are probably, the Watertown and Mitchell are probably the two teams that know each other the best. The coaches are friends with the Watertown folks, and a lot of friends go back and forth between teammates also. So that'll be interesting as those two teams know each other quite well. So stacking up for another good 4 games tomorrow.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We'll be on the air at 12:45 tomorrow afternoon between Sioux Center and Rushmore on that Friday. And we'll go take you through all of those games through tomorrow night and get you ready for then Saturday, Championship Saturday this year. As we were 4 games in, 7 games to go. We're a third of the way done.
It goes fast.
It does go fast. Day 1 is in the books. I want to say thanks, one to Wanda Meyer, who was in there at the beginning of the day, and Jen Brazilius, who was in our studios for the second part of the day, as well as also thanks to Jess McIntaffer and Tanya Pfeiffer, who ran the cameras for us for these 4 games that we had, and we appreciate the help that they were today as well. And we'll be back at it. We're 14 hours from now.
Yeah.
12:45.
Same place. Different day.
Same place, different day, and we're expecting some good games once again for the second round of the state tournament. Again, thanks to Jen Brazilius back at the station, Jim Lloyd, John Wakely here signing off. It is a day 1 in the books, and our final score of game number 4, Sioux Falls beats Watertown 7-0. As we say so long from the Shields Iceplex.
You've been listening to the State Hockey Tournament presented by Kubota. The State Hockey Tournament is brought to you by AGE, Papa Murphy's, AirTech, Pepper Sports Center, Beck Motors, Xander Auto Parts, May Adam, Lake Area Technical College, Whale Construction, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, Kathy Sunshine Properties, Weatherall Roofing, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, Envirotech, Pelican Power Sports, Wagner Auto, The Hockey Headquarters, The Field House, Ferding Electric, First United Methodist Church, Hermanson Endodontics, and the South Dakota Amateur Hockey Association. Join us all tournament long on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's sports leader.